Why do most people never escape Brokeyville? Well, it comes down to two key reasons. Number one is their belief. They don't believe that it's possible to escape Brokeyville. They don't believe that it's possible for them to be able to make money outside of the 9 to 5. They don't believe that it's possible for them to be able to travel the world and not have to worry about how much the bill is going to cost. They can just swipe their card and they know money's going to be there. And a lot of that lack of belief comes down to, well, they don't have access to the type of information that you have access to, because you can't blame them. If they've never seen it, well, why should they even believe in it? So that's why you have an advantage of going through the content you're going through, because it gives you that hit of inspiration. It gives you that hit of, oh my gosh, this is actually possible. Which leads me to number two, the second reason that most people never escape Brokeyville and they just get stuck is they don't have a skill outside of the 9 to 5. They're just stuck, even if they're making a good salary or they're making minimum wage, or maybe you haven't even entered the job force yet. They don't have any real skill set outside of just clocking in, clocking out. So, of course, they're going to be stuck in Brokeyville forever. But to get the skill set, you need the belief. And you have the belief because you're sitting here learning a skill right now. So that's why over the course of the rest of these modules, my goal for you is to give you that belief. I want to give you that hit of inspiration, that hit of belief, that hit of motivation. But also, I'm going to be showing you how to actually go out there and craft the ad, how to find items. I'm going to answer various questions that I know that you're going to face problem-wise. I'm going to give you the solution to that. That way you start progressing and you build that momentum behind you as you build your skill set and as you build your belief and as you escape Brokeyville. And with that said, I'll see you in the next module. What is flipping? Flipping is simply finding an item for free or for cheap and then selling it for profit. And I'm going to be showing you how to find items for free, but also there are certain items that you can find for very cheap. Let me give an example. Let's say I bought this bottle of water for $5 and then I turn around and sell it for $8. That is a $3 profit, meaning you're going to get the money back that you paid for the water, but you're also going to walk away with profit. And I'm going to be breaking down what to do with that money and how to continue to grow it. And as you do that, you're once again going to start understanding how to actually go about selling and how to go about making money outside of a job. So flipping is not something that's super complicated. You can do it from your computer, you can do it from your phone. There's things such as Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Gumtree. You can go to your local garage sale. There are literally so many different platforms out there that you can use this flipping model for and make yourself some good money, some money bags. So that's really all flipping is finding an item for free or for cheap and then turning around and selling it for a profit. And it's that simple. What are items that you're going to be flipping? Well, for me back in the day, what I would do is find furniture, so things such as couches, etc., and then I would turn around and sell it for profit. However, you're not limited to just selling furniture. You can also sell small things such as clothing. So let's say you find a shirt or a jacket or a pair of pants that you know, and there are so many different softwares you could use to look this up, but let's just say you see a shirt and you know it's a name brand shirt and you can get it for very cheap. Let's say that it's being sold at a place such as Goodwill, and you can also look at your alternative of Goodwill for your set country, because there's always an alternative. Let's say they're selling the shirt for $12, but in the store, you know that shirt goes for maybe $20, $30, or something like that. Well, obviously, you can turn around and sell that shirt for profit, so you're going to buy it. So you can sell things such as clothing, you can sell things such as appliances. There's so many different things that you can flip. So don't limit yourself to any one item. The key is that you find what items sell and then you start finding more. So as an example, back whenever I used to sell couches, I would find the types of couches that would sell well and I would just sell more of them. And that's what you can do for your specific items, is find the items that are selling well and just sell more of those set items. Why do people buy items that you're flipping? I received this question numerous times. I just wanted to touch base on that in this video. You have to understand the psychology or the thinking behind people that are on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, all the alternatives. They're on there because they're looking for an item. Maybe it's the table that I'm recording this from. Maybe it's a couch like that's behind me. Maybe it's an appliance. Maybe it's some outfit, something. I mean, there's so many different types of items that people are selling every single day. And people are going to these websites because they know that they can get it for cheaper. As an example, the couch that you could see behind me, let's say it was $1,500. $1,500 brand new. I could turn around and sell that for $1,000. I could sell it for cheaper, but I could even get away with selling it for $1,000. So, meaning the people that are getting on Craigslist, Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, they're getting on it because they don't want to pay full price. But here's the next step. This is how this gives you an unfair advantage. Remember, unfair advantages make you rich. If it's in good condition, it's a win-win. It's in good condition. It's cheaper. You've got good pictures, good description, all that. They're going to happily buy that product from you. And of course, you're going to be happy too because you're making money from it. So the concept behind why people are even buying your items is because they're looking for items in good condition and cheaper. And then obviously when you're out there because you're listing it for profit. So you're making money from selling this item, not just making money, you're profiting from this transaction. So keep this in mind. Talk soon. Okay, so today let's talk about what hot items are selling on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, etc. And if you're watching this, you're like, but Dylan, I don't have Craigslist, I don't have Facebook Marketplace, I don't have any of these things that you're talking about. Easy. I was sitting down with a friend of mine in Qatar, and I was like, type in, like literally just pull your phone out right now, go to Google and type in Craigslist alternative Qatar. So for you, type in Craigslist alternative your country or Facebook Marketplace alternative your country, and you will very quickly find it. And for him specifically, some of the stuff that was selling very well was furniture, number one, and then two, it was electronics. And we're going to be getting into some hot items that you could sell, and I'm going to be updating the list as new information comes in, but the items that I'm going to be name dropping, and don't worry, I'm going to list it out in the hot items channel as well for you. That way you can easily just click it and see what items are selling very well right now. So if you're sitting here, once again, and because I've gotten these questions a billion times, oh my God, I don't have Gumtree, I don't have Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. I just gave you the solution for that. And I want you to also understand the context of you need to find the items that sell in your area. So ask yourself this simple question. What is the easiest item that I can either get for very cheap or for free to see if I can sell it? That's all you have to do, because it's all about getting that money in right now. Why? The reason why is so that you start believing, because I can clearly see it's possible. Right now I'm staying in a beautiful house in Dubai, but I can remember like 3-4 years ago, actually, yeah, 4 years ago by now, when I was living in a room in a farm and literally was sitting behind a computer just like you are trying to find this type of information. I was struggling and I was broke. But now I'm staying in a nice house in Dubai. I've got my apartment in Paraguay. I've got my girl right now visiting some family in San Diego. I've retired my mom. So through my effort, all of these people, all these universes are existing. And you're going to be sitting right where I am at some point. But it starts with you making that first $100, which is what you're going to do today. So I'm going to read off some of the items, but like I said, you can easily find these items in the hot items channel. That way you can just literally open it up and you're like, oh, okay, cool, let me try that. So here are just 11 items that you can try. wood furniture or leather furniture. And we just make it simple and say furniture. But in my experience, and then once again, context, I haven't done flipping in a couple years now because I transitioned into freelancing. But every day we're getting people like, Dylan, I applied to make your first $100 flipping course, and I started making money. So every day people are making money in the real world through flipping, and I want to see your wins as well. So furniture, specifically wood and leather furniture, seems to do the best. Yes, there are different types of furniture, so you can try it, but those are the two that seem to sell the best. Let's see, garden furniture and ornaments. Those seem to be doing very well right now also. So things that, can just be outside. So whenever I say leather and wood, a lot of the time that's going to be like, example, right over there you can't see, but right over there I've got a nice leather couch. So things like that are going to be in a living room. Or when it comes to the garden furniture, it's going to be something that you can just sit back in a lawn chair, look over the pool, and things like that. When I say ornaments, it could be like those little gnomes. You know what I'm talking about. Gnomes that just sit out in the garden, or anything that looks unique and cool. Electronic garden tools. I mean, that's self-explanatory, but people all the time are looking for that, like, because they don't want to go to the store and spend like top dollar. So if they can find something from you, that instead of it being, let's say you can go to the store right now and get it for $350, but from you they can get it for $150, and you got it for free or for $50 or something like that, they're more than happy to come to you, give you cash, and get that. So you can check that out. Power tools, things like drills, etc. And by the way, as I'm saying this, or if you go to the hot items list channel, you're reading over something and you're not quite sure what it is, like example, power tools. If you don't know what a power tool is, you can copy it, go to Google, paste it, and you can see clearly what power tools are. So if you're sitting here and you're not really sure what I'm talking about, literally just Google it, bro. The next thing, household appliances. So what is that? That would be things like coffee makers. Obviously, you don't want to just go and find the cheap coffee maker that you can get for like $10, $15, because I mean, if somebody's going to go to Walmart or the equivalent type of store, I mean, they're not going to come to you. So what you want to look for when it comes to appliances like that is something that's a little bit more on the pricey side usually, but you can get it for free or for very cheap and then sell it to them at a discounted price. So once again, the example is, and I have no idea what coffee makers cost because I always just go to a cafe, or my girl has a nice coffee maker at my apartment in Paraguay that she'll make my coffee. It's like one of those instant things. But let's say there's some like premium style coffee maker and you go to the store and it retails for $500, and you found somebody that's giving one away. Or let's make it even more realistic. Let's say that they only want like this, you can get it for $500 retail. It's in perfect condition. Somebody says $200 or $50 or something like that. You can get it. Well, obviously you go in, you pay them the $50, you pay them the $200, whatever they're asking for, and then you can sell it for profit. Or what you could do, and I'll make a video for you, don't worry. You can secure the deal, meaning you can tell them, hey, I want this, and like I can come tomorrow or something like that. So you confirm with them that you want it. That way they take it off and it's only going to be sold to you, and then you find somebody that day that's going to buy it, and then you essentially go and you get the money, boom, and you buy it. So I mean, there's so many different strategies. I'll break this down in another video, but the easiest way, as always guys, is literally just get something for free or get something for very cheap. You secure the deal that way, by meaning you get the money and then boom, you sell it for profit. It's really that easy. Moving on, sports equipment. Sports equipment, once again, self-explanatory, but that's something that, example, let's say that somebody's trying, like their son just started football, or their daughter just started volleyball, or something like that. Example, like football pads, football helmets, baseball bats. And remember guys, you're not going for the cheap stuff, so you need to do some basic research. Be like, oh, this usually sells for $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, and I'm going to get it for much cheaper, and it's in good condition, meaning people are going to want to buy it, and you're going to sell it at a discounted price. So whatever the retail is, you're going to sell it for cheaper than that. It's really this easy. And obviously guys, you can sell this on eBay, you can sell it on Craigslist, you can sell it on Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree. There's so many different platforms out there, but it's that easy. Moving on, vintage sportswear. So vintage stuff, meaning just old, classic, and all that. That is selling quite well right now. The next thing, designer clothes and shoes. So example, I've got a Versace jacket over there. I've got the Prada sunglasses right here. If you can find stuff like that that people are just trying to get rid of, well, obviously, people want to wear that because to them it's status. They're like, oh, wow, I can walk around in the Versace jacket. I can wear the Prada sunglasses. I can get the Versace shoes or the Balmain loafers. And when people see that, it's cool. And people want to buy that because whenever you wear that, people perceive you as higher status. And I can get into a whole rant about that right now. Like for me personally, I don't care about that stuff, but I am treated drastically different whenever I wear my name brand, like my Prada sunglasses, my Versace jacket, my Balmain loafers, versus whenever I just dress up like this. Like right now, I'm wearing some swimming trunks and a black t-shirt and some literally bedroom slippers. So nothing crazy, but people buy status and you can monetize that. So if you find items selling for, let's say they're literally like name brand designer clothes or shoes, and you can get it at a discounted rate, go get that, bro. But don't sit there and wear it, turn around and flip it for profit. You can wear the name brand designer stuff later. Right now, you're making your first $100. And actually, when you're selling designer stuff, you're going to make more than that. So if you see designer clothes, shoes, etc., that you can get for free or cheap, which you can't really get that stuff for free, but if you can get it for cheaper, flip that for profit, go get your money bags, and then at a later time, you can enjoy the nice stuff. The next thing, bikes. People want bikes, especially, guess what's happening? It's getting close to summer, so people, especially, as I'm recording this, it's December, so in January, February, March, April, people are like, oh my God, brand new year, brand new me, oh. So they want to exercise. So you can come in with that spin of step into the new you, buy this bike, get in shape, burn calories, it's fun, all that type of stuff. And you can turn around and sell it for profit. Next, electronics. Example, iPhone. You can go out there and get, this is one of my backup phones. It's like an iPhone 5 or something. You can go and find iPhones like this, or I've got this iPhone right here. It's like an iPhone 13. I mean, you can find iPhones like that, like even the iPhone 12s or 11s or whatever the number is, you can turn around and sell it for profit. So what you're going to be looking for specifically is one, used, or two, refurbished, and you can turn around and sell it for profit. Now, the context of everything we've spoken about in this video is you find items for free or for cheap that sell for a higher price, and then you turn around and flip it for profit. It's that easy.